back to where we were before then. Supposed to follow the shadowy figure. Don't really want to do that yet. It's got to be, yeah, cold, and cold. Probably do that one as well. What cures have I got on me? I have one migraine one. I need 2 colds. And they're going to Pippa and Newton. Right, there's Pippa.
This dead flesh needs
Good evening,
it.
Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Do you need medical help yourself, Nurse?
I'm afraid I've contracted some illness, Dr. Reed.
Not under my watch, Nurse. Take this. You'll feel better.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
I'm so helpful.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
The pain.
I think Newton's along here. That's Claire. Yeah, if Oswald's there, then yeah, there's Newton.
Hello again, Mr. Blight.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. You doing your rounds as usual?
Do you need medical attention, sir?
Afraid so. In the war, I was always worried about picking up something, getting some infection. Unfortunately, got that fear in London now.
Throughout history, some diseases have done more damage to armies than any weapon created by man. You were wise to be careful.
You're working at the Pembroke Hospital, aren't you? That's a good enough reason for me and Oswald to go there.
Goodbye,
there we go.
Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
Hopefully the next time I sleep, this sanitizes the place. And I need to go that way. I still need to get some good handle parts though.
If only there were more of us, with less resignation and more determination.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Let's trade.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Yeah, I mean, guns are decent, but isn't he got good trigger parts? I need good handle parts. See, was there? There's one at the back, so I'll quickly try him. Be quicker to go this way. I keep forgetting where he is. There he is.
It never...
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
No.
Tomorrow, more bodies will arrive, and then, sadly...
Right, so now I need to go that way. I should be able to go to Hoshin before... Yeah, I should be able to get to Hoshin before I have to go right there.
I'm managing a train terminal.
Hopefully. see what are my abilities again. Healing, Shadow Mist. Right, that should be alright. There we go. I still don't know why I can hear Burns crying. Because Xiaoxun's over there. Oh, he's back in there. Wow, okay. Still opened that door before, but never mind.
I can still sense a presence.
There we go. It's been up there already. Now let's go find Xiaoxun. Maybe later. I want to go find Xiaoxun first.
Are you all right, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiaoxun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiaoxun. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity. Some way to remember my dear Matthew.
Right, I have food and tea. Oh, nice. She's fine.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiaoxun.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
At this time, there is so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic.
Now to wait for Vegas to
truly
finish
sorry.
rendering, then I
The
can
worst
draw.
thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
I want to see how quiet Whit's dialogue. Yeah, the dialogue's always a bit louder.
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family who you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them, but not now. I need silence. and I need sadness.
Sadness can be a terrible trap.
Sadness can be a terrible trap. It can entangle you and weaken your heart if you let it control your thoughts.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reed. I sense you trying to help me, even if I don't quite understand why.
I'm a nice person, that's why.
You realize you can't stay here forever, don't you? Eventually, you'll have to leave the cemetery.
Why? Why should I go? Since this is the only place I can find peace of mind.
Sorry if I vexed you.
To be honest, I don't know. Please forgive me if I've upset you. We must all honor our departed loved ones in our own way.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my condolences for your loss then, Dr. Reed.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I felt I should share it with you, since she is buried here too.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea.
You should go home now.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your company, Xiaoshun. Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye for now.
Matthew,
There we go.
the world has gone completely mad.
Now that I'm out of dialogue, it should be alright. Dialogue is always a bit louder. I like it that way. And everything should be smooth as well. Yeah, I could just follow the blood, couldn't I? Seems smooth, yeah, it is smooth. Yeah, that doesn't sound good, so I'm gonna fill up on blood.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
You! What have you done?
Vicar Larrabee, what happened?
Demon! Hell scourge! Son of perdition!
Vicar! Jonathan's no demon. He's just a soul. Returned from the dead. Like your Christ, Vicar.
Mary, is it really you?
Oh, it's me, all right. Precious brother.
What is Mother doing here?
I'm gathering the family for a final reunion. All smiling, all dead. Thanks to the good Dr. Reed.
Mary.
Mother? Say hello to your son?
Hello, Jonathan.
Mother,
What do we have here, Mother? The prodigal son has lost his tongue. Our Jonathan always had the first and last word at dinner. The entertainer, the star of our show.
I'm sorry. Let me explain.
Shut up. It's my turn to do the talking. I have this nasty hole in my chest, Johnny. It needs to breathe.
Of course. You can speak.
So she's the one we killed at the beginning then.
My prayers went so long without an answer. My husband, killed in France. My child, carried away by the flu. My brother promising to return in his letters, then disappearing in thin air. I went from hospital to hospital, cemetery to cemetery, grave to grave. I've lifted every stone in London, searching for an end to the nightmare. And there you were, in front of me, on a dark pier.
The hunger had taken me.
The joy to have finally found you. I longed for your arms, a final happy ending to so much tragedy, to tell me all would be well again, as you did when we were children. It was this filthy dock where you greeted your sister. I dug a tunnel from my grave with my fingers and teeth.
Mary, I thought I had murdered you. I tried to end myself. We've been through the same horror.
We are a disease, Jonathan. A sickness that corrupts all it touches. All we kiss, and all we kill. Look at me. Admire your ilk.
I'm so sorry.
Apologies will not suffice. I demand reparation. I want a miracle. Are you a miracle worker, Dr. Reed? No? I'll show you mine then. The family Reed, reunited and complete, living forever in a red sea of eternal love. Time to go, Mother. Say hello to my son for me.
Mary, wait. I have made friends with vital knowledge. Vampires. We are not alone, Mary. With time, we can learn to live almost as we lived before.
How long?
What?
How long will this masquerade continue? I've been watching you. All these nights in Whitechapel, pretending you're still a doctor. You believe you're just fighting a disease. But it's you, the disease. Jonathan, you!
I'm a scientist. I'll find a solution. Let our mother go, please.
You're always the one to sway me to reason, Jonathan. But before, your motivations were always pure. Now you're tainted.
Let her go! She has no part to play in this.
Very well. Have you heard our good doctor? You can go home, Mother. Go home and rest in peace.
Yes, I'll go home and rest.
Oh, she's mesmerizing her.
It's so easy to make them obey or forget. Puppets for our pleasure. I've seen you have your fun.
You are mad.
Oh, so that's what I am, Doctor. Mad. I was beginning to wonder. I've been hearing these voices in my head. One in particular, that of my dead brother. This is the reason I must kill you. Not for your betrayal. Not for our poisonous kiss. Not even for the lies you tell yourself. No. It's so that smooth and wicked voice will stop ringing in my ear.
Mary. No, don't!
Time to die, brother. And this time for good.
Oh boy, it's a boss fight.
Abomination!
No thanks. Oh yeah, she's weak to shadow. Oh, that's a nice chunk of health. Ow. She hurts.
Kiss me again, sweet brother.
She hurts. Bloody hell, she hurts. I got any serums on me? That's stamina. I do have regeneration serum. It's on the bottom D-pad. Oh wow.
You've spared the precious Nurse Crane, but not your
Jesus. It's a little difficult. If I load outside of that, I'm going to run back and make some serums because, ooh, a one-shot kill. Wow. Yeah, I think my health was already low, but jeez, is there any need? Right. I need to go run to a hideout. Badly. Oh, nuts. I forgot these respawn when you die. Bring the past stop Mary. Yeah, I think I'll stop Mary when I've prepared to stop Mary. That might be the smart decision.
It's one of them!
Oh, come on.
Over there! He's done for! That's gotta hurt!
I love how quickly these go down now. Nibble, nibble. Yep, nom 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 nom. What are you? Ow, Jesus. Alright, now let's head to the closest hideout and bulk up a bit for this. Nom 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 nom. Did you drop anything? No. Hello, my girlfriend. Naughty, naughty, Mr. Shooty Shooty. He must get the bitey bitey.
Doesn't like burning, does it?
Right. Didn't open that before. Right, what can I make? Oh yeah, I can make 3 of each now. Blood serum. Oh yeah, I was low on stamina. Let me recycle all these. There we go. I really don't know where I can get good handle parts from. But I need them. Because it takes my damage from 160 to 242. And I kind of need that. I know Mary was strong against blood, which means I can use my abyss against her and it does a nice chunk of damage. But right, so my light regeneration serum is on up and my heavy is on down. Should be alright. Oh yeah, there's a scar I couldn't reach before. I love how much damage my bite does now though. I love it. There we go. Am I full on blood? Yeah. So I'm going to tip my health right to the top. Oh, I can't. I must be fully healed then. Okay. Take that marker off. And then hope and pray that I can actually defeat Mary. Because she's difficult. She makes Fergal look easy. Right. Hopefully there's no cutscene again.
In the name of Christ, someone help me!
Assassin!
Ow.
Kiss me again, sweet brother.
No thanks. That hurts. Come on, Mary, give us a show. No.
You've spared the precious nurse Crane, but not your own Mary. What have you done? Give me your blood, priest.
No. Leave the priest alone. Never thought I'd say that. Leave the priest alone.
You left me to rot in this grave.
Jesus Christ.
Come to me, Jonathan.
I think I just saw my bug fly. Probably. Come on.
Abomination.
No way! Oh, bollocks. Where's that blood serum gone? I should be fine, actually.
Rest in peace, monster. You left me to rot in this grave. You killed me, bro. What have you done? Abomination. Come to me, Jonathan.
No thanks. I think I'll stay over here.
I'll make you kneel like a dog, just as you did to John Hampton. Rest in peace,
on. That's a nice chunk of damage. Bloody love that ability, it's so useful.
Well, brother, it's time to bring this conversation to an end. Forever.
You know I will not play this game.
Calm now, Doctor. Like a rabid dog. Or think you're performing an autopsy?
Don't be ridiculous.
I'll kill them all. The kind Dr. Swansea. The sweet little lass with hair of red. I am the Harbinger, bringing your punishment.
Mary.
Don't you see? This is not me. Flesh that never ages. All nightmare, no dream. Bring it to a close. Let me sleep.
Oh.
I will find a cure, Mary. I swear it.
Then, at last, I can forgive you.
First and ever ages, yes please. I mean, I know, right? Oh, I actually have to control this, okay. I don't know why people in like media always have like such nature to being vampires that you get everyone's like I don't want to be a vampire, I get to live forever and be super strong and be super fast and never age, and it's like yeah, that's kind of the point. Thumbnail quality right now. I mean, yeah, it was. I did take about 4 different pictures, not gonna lie. Achievement unlocked, Hail Mary.
Blood. As I shed one last red tear for my fallen sister.
Oh, did they cry
I
blood then?
realize the entire world now revolves around this singular word. The epidemic that has stricken London is not the Spanish flu. It is transmitted through the blood, via violent biting, turning survivors into frenzied immortals. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. I am a vampire.
Well
Born
done.
anew into an age of death and pestilence. While plotting factions close in around me, I am sworn to find the source of this epidemic. I am convinced greater perils are still to come. I know the answers I seek are hiding in our blood.
Chapter 4, Rising Fever. At least I got a decent amount of experience for that. I'm on 3,000 now. Meet Lady Ashbury in the West End. Ooh, the West End. Does that mean I can finally get to the Temple District? I'm also gonna craft them again. Ooh. Small dose of rich blood that can be used to create blood serums. Ooh. I might as well keep the serums on me. Because it'll be useful. Maybe it's that way. It's a lovely empty screen. Yeah! Sanitized! Woo, finally! Yes, the doctor's sanitized. Pembroke Hospital sanitized. Now I just need to find a way to get him to let me in. Which I think I can do now because I've got level 3. So... where's that quest? And where are you at? Through there. But who's... ah, Dr. Swansea's got more dialogue. Anything else to... Swansea should be in here so I can speak to him. Yeah, there he is.
Jonathan, old chap, how are you tonight? I've seen little of you of late.
I was conducting research in my room, away from the nightly routines.
Of course, of course. Worry not, I understand. The situation has been testy around here. I won't deny it, but we still stand.
What news do you bring?
What news do you bring?
The news is not good, my friend. We try to keep the epidemic at bay, but street violence is escalating quickly.
Isn't that just everything anyway?
How bad is the epidemic?
It is killing the infected patients faster. In less than 2 days now. The only blessing is that they are contagious for a shorter period.
I mean, yeah, that would be a blessing.
Tell me more about the violence.
Jeffrey McCallum seems to have sent his war dogs on a hunt. On a nightly basis, Prewen patrols exterminate every skull and vampire they find.
Have they come closer to the hospital?
No. They mainly focus on fallen districts or abandoned buildings. But they're growing in numbers. They must be recruiting heavily.
Have you any reliable friends in the West End who might assist me?
Unfortunately, you will be alone. Except for our ravishing red-headed acquaintance, of course.
Ravishing a red-headed acquaintance. I bet that took a while to figure out.
What about the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole? Where are they?
There are only a few of us, and most others would not speak to you. I am the black sheep of our brotherly flock, you know.
What of my commission here at Pembroke Hospital?
Nothing to fear, Jonathan. Your position here is in no jeopardy. You remain one of us, and you are always most welcome.
I have received an alarming letter from Lady Ashbury. She wants me to meet her at her house. I have been granted safe passage.
Then you are twice fortunate. I have never been invited to the lady's mansion, and with the quarantine and controls, city access is nigh impossible.
Is the quarantine serving any purpose?
It is helping slow the propagation of the epidemic. But as long as we have no clue to its origin, its efficiency is limited.
Why have you never entered the lady's house? You are one of her good friends, are you not?
My dear Jonathan, you have no idea how reclusive the good lady normally is, nor in what great esteem she must hold you to let you into her domain.
Thank you, Edgar. We shall speak again later.
I'm low on blood, but that shouldn't be an issue. I'm so glad I got a district sanitized. Well, 2 districts actually. So... Great hunt, so... What's... Is that round here?
The Pembroke is so lucky to have Dr. Reed now.
What am I supposed to do? Just like... Hospital full.
Always needed words to calm the children, Ellen. As for me...
Oh. Yeah, meet Lady Ashbury in the West End. Read your mail. Oh, is that upstairs then? Did I miss it?
Blundering idiot.
Oh well, I can just do this then. Lady Ashbury's invitation. Dear Dr. Reed, I hope this letter will quickly find you, for I need to speak to you as soon as possible. The situation is evolving very quickly in the West End, and I'm convinced we are all now in great danger. The Guard of Prewen has launched a great hunt in London, and for a few nights they have been actively searching and killing any Econ they can locate. Lord Redgrave, chairman of the Ascalon Club, recently contacted me. He wishes to meet you immediately. Please come to my mansion any night that suits you. We must discuss all of this. With this letter, you will find an official pass that will allow you to go through any barricade or quarantine checkpoint throughout the city. Your friend, Lady Ashbury. She's very formal, isn't she?
The flower's dying. It needs water.
I need to go this way first, though. Because he is... the quickest way is to go through the cemetery. I have a feeling some pre-one might be around here, and they're probably not going to be easy levels again. Holy boy. Let's go for him first. Okay, well, at least my ultimate can be used for something other than bosses. Where's those rats? Because I need them. A lot of notes seem to be formal, but people are never formal. Yeah.
Despicable.
That's how Britain used to be, though, really.
I have this thirst for blood.
Now the skulls. Ill-formed rogue skull. What do you do? Oh, you hurt. You really hurt. Oh, that skull hurt. It's not a nice one. How it still is. I mean, yeah. Britain's not the best, but it's not the worst. Yeah, no thanks.
God walks with me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm trying to get away from the bloody priest. Might not do much, but I need to use it on the priest.
Die, vermin! Christ! He's dead! The beast must die! On back to the shop! It's done!
Get fucked. And I'm back to full health and full blood. Thank you for your nom-noms. Why is it just like a pile of corpses? I saw 69. Yeah, you probably did. Oh, hello. Oh boy, Jonathan needs to rest up and heal. And level up a bit. It's that one? Rogue Skull. No. Large beast, of course there is. Can you turn people at will? No. I'm pretty sure you get options to turn certain people. Like with not William Bishop, Sean Hampton. Because it wouldn't fit with Jonathan's character to turn them, so I understand why they didn't implement that in. Oh boy, there's a skull and a beast. That's gonna be fun. Right, I'm sorry, but beast has gone through there. gonna go around there, thank you. Ouch, you hurt. Jesus. Watery brisk blood sample. I'm so glad I got that healing ability. What's up here? Oh, bollocks. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way and like go by. I'm gonna let you two deal with whatever that is. Yeah. I'm gonna go like hide around this corner. And let one of them kill the other one. Save me a bit of trouble. To pretty even fight like. The pre-one versus the beast. Who will win? Place your bets. The beast. Yeah, thank you. Another blinker skull.
This is despicable.
Come on then. Yeah, the beast did win. While I'm running through here, I'd like to make sure I'm on full health because, boy, have the enemies ramped up. Am I going the wrong way? Yes, I am. Where did you go?
I have this thirst for blood.
Oh boy. Can I sneak up on him? No, obviously not. But he's weak to melee, so that's good. I like the ones that are weak to melee. They're fun to kill. I thought there was a bloody enemy there because it was shining. Right, I need to go around there. More rats. I'm surprised there's no one in here. Wow, you didn't really bury married anymore, did you? Can I go to that gate? What's actually here? Oh, nothing, it's just to go up there. Boy, pre-win. Shadow Econ. Okay, it's a vampire.
You London vampires are so weak!
Well, come down here and say that then.
Gotcha!
Is that his legit name? Mick Edgy. Yeah, I know, right? You didn't last long, did you? For a weak London vampire, I sure beat your ass, didn't I? Hmm?
Good evening, sir.
Mr. McDead.
It's me again. Leave me alone, I say, whoever you are.
No, let me in.
It cannot be safe for a blind man to live here alone. Let me enter, sir. I swear I mean you no harm.
Well, a voice never lies, and yours clearly is the voice of a gentleman. All right, Doctor, come on in. Wandering in this part of town at night, you're either brave or a fool.
Why not both? Vampires feed on our soul. Vampires drink our blood, but they feed on our soul. How could we believe that any man or woman killed by these foul creatures, bitten by their filthy mouths, could then be accepted in heaven? No, their bodies have been defiled, and their souls have been corrupted. Their place is now in hell, with the legions of blood-sucking demons. Vampires feed on our souls. Clarence Crossley. Yeah. Because that's how that works, obviously.
Tell me, how do you see the world these days?
Just stealing from a blind man?
It's locked, all right.
Because why not? Don't mind me, I'm just stealing all your shit. Loretta's letter. My dear brother, this is the apology letter you'll never read, for you've lost your sight because of me. I know you hate me for what I did, even if you never say so. We don't talk much in the Swanborough family, do we? So to clear my conscience, this is my bravest gesture towards you, to write you this letter and to leave it in your laboratory. If you ever find it and ask about it, I'll read it to you. If someone else reads it, well, as I wrote above, this is my bravest gesture. So, Mason, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what I did and for the hell you've been thrown into. I'm sorry you're now a blind man trying to find a meaning to your useless life. If I could change one thing, only one thing in my miserable life, it would be what happened 1 year ago. I swear it, Mason. If I could give my eyes for you to see again, I would. But does not work that way, does it? So please, my brother, forgive me, Loretta. Oh, what did she do?
Tell me. So what is the name of my nocturnal visitor?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. As I already explained to you, I'm inquiring about the epidemic.
Dr. Reed? The eminent surgeon? My God. I'd never have expected a brilliant physician like you to knock on my door.
You flatter me, sir.
No, sir, I am flattered. I read all your work when I still had my sight. I loved it. I'm Mason Swanborough, by the way.
Oh, you've got a lot of stuff to read through. Let's go for it.
And what else have you learned about me, Mr. Swanborough?
I know you assisted Professor Carell in France, and that you invented a new blood transfusion method based on his work.
Yes. Those were frustrating but exciting days. I loved it.
Yes, the thrill of research and discovery. This is what drives people like us, Dr. Reed. Oh, how I envy you.
Does someone take care of you in this isolated place?
My sister Loretta and I have our daily routine. Every morning and evening she comes by so we can talk and eat. Then she leaves and I stay.
Do you not appreciate your sister's visits?
Loretta is the best and worst thing that happened to me, and I believe she could say the same thing about me.
Where does your sister go?
Well, let's just say, she earns enough money for us both.
What's so amusing about that?
I won't hide the truth from you. Loretta sells a fake miracle elixir to the sick people of Whitechapel.
I think I kind of guessed that.
Why does your sister feel so guilty about what happened to you?
Because she knows I'll never forgive what she did to me.
You run an illegal business with someone you hate?
I don't hate my sister. She looks after me, we have a good time. But I'm just not ready to forgive her.
And what happened? I want to know.
How is the sanitary situation evolving in Whitechapel these days?
I hear them hissing and scratching at my door every night. The sick made mad by the fever. But these walls are thick, and my lock is solid.
Do you know Braille, Mr. Swanborough?
I'm no expert, but I learned it in my spare time, yes. Why?
I found a strange document entitled Cure for Blindness. It's written in Braille, so I thought perhaps it was yours.
Really? Is that some kind of sick joke? Let me see.
Here it is.
This letter seems authentic. And it actually refers to an experimental cure for blindness. You have piqued my interest, Dr. Reed.
Could it be of any use to you?
No. This page is just a part of a larger diary. I'd be glad if you could find the other pages.
That's gonna take a while, isn't it? Oh yeah, I can cheat with migraine as well.
You seem unwell, sir.
You've been nosy
Do
as
you need
always.
my assistance?
Yeah.
Actually,
I am
feel
nosy.
worse than usual. Can you give me something?
Yes. I can give you a little something that has been proven effective.
Thank you, Doctor.
Hopefully,
Goodbye, Mr. Swanborough.
that can sanitize
I'll
Whitechapel
leave
now.
you now.
Wandering in this part of town at night, you're either brave or a fool.
Box of pills, small bottle. I like how you can just zoom across things. It makes life 10 times easier. Right, so I can take that quest off. Because I don't have any more Braille pages. But there are 3 shops in Whitechapel. So I'm going to go check if there's got any good handle parts. That's the quarantine thing again. Yeah. That abyss thing is so overpowered and I love it so much. Rogue Econ? There's vampires walking around now. Hang on, I can equip a gun, can't I? Because that'd be fun. If I put that on and give myself a gun. What's that one? 40... 160? Oh, please. And you do nothing, of course you don't. What happens if I use a stake? Use 15 stone, 10 stone. Try that? Ow. Nah. I like how the gun does absolutely nothing. Nope. Boy, you're difficult. Oh, that's why I didn't do anything. Got a bloody blood shield on. Now, when he takes his blood shield off, will it work? Let's go that one again. It's like a shield they put up. It's a bit ridiculous. Can I even... How the fuck do I reload? Oh, come on. Oh, come on, I stood up! Yeah, fuck off. And that is why I like my abyss power. Come here. Because it's so overpowered, but it's fantastic. Right, so I'm close. Oh, bollocks. I'd rather go at the first the beast. Let me try this again. I'll do this one first then. Ooh. Nah, I still like my two-handed weapon.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Might just run in this mode so I can actually see what's around me. A blood econ. I'm gonna try it because I've got shadow. So
this is now my domain, young econ.
That's a shame. That's a shame, isn't it? Blood meets shadow, and I win.
This is my territory.
And now you've got shadow, haven't you? What do you do? Ow! Jesus Christ, go away.
Your prey is mine now. I cannot win this.
Well, I'm getting trigger parts, but I want handle parts. Although I might upgrade one of my guns, to be honest. Right. I meant to go this way. I love how some of the pre-win aren't there anymore just because the econs are running around, which is great. Although the econs are a little bit ridiculous. So there's 3 merchants around here? Yeah. I also need to talk to Loretta Swan, bro.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind. Can't you... Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? Right then. Show me what you have.
Yes, there's 2. Oh, I need 1 more now. And is there anything I can sell? No, because I need a... where's the next one? There. No, it's going to take longer. If I go that way, it'd be quicker.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
There's Cardigan, who I wish I could kill. There's Loretta. I need to talk to her.
Good evening, my dear colleague.
Aggressive much? I mean, she's
I'd
an
like to
asshole.
see what kind of medicine you're selling.
It's a Swanborough cordial, which, no, I'm not buying because it's a waste of money.
Good evening.
Loretta, your miraculous formula wouldn't even cure a common cold, and you know it.
The Swanborough's cordial's secret ingredient is hope, Doctor. And it's something people around here really need.
A placebo effect is
That
real
hurt.
and has benefit. But in your case, you could be murdering your customers who may die because they are not receiving the necessary medical attention.
Medical attention? In Whitechapel? Trust me, my cordial is the best option they have, since it is the only one.
I just pulled my side by nearly falling off my bed to get some chocolate.
If your true purpose was to help, you wouldn't take money from the poor for your snake oil.
Oh, but to pay for it is part of the process, Doctor. If it were free, they wouldn't believe in it.
Still sounds like an asshole.
Loretta, why do you feel so guilty about your brother?
I don't expect him to forgive me. All I can do is make amends for what I did.
By making him a crook and a criminal. What if somebody decides to make him pay for your scam?
Mason is totally capable of defending himself. Just leave us be. We're perfectly fine.
Could have fooled me.
I know how guilt feels between a brother and sister. Are you sure you're not trying to ease your own remorse?
Mason wants to be useful, can you understand that? And chemistry is his passion. And the Swanborough cordial gives him a purpose in life.
No, you're just an asshole.
How is the sanitary situation evolving in Whitechapel these days?
When people buy guns instead of medication, it means they have already traded hope for fear in their hearts. In my book, that's never a good thing, Doctor.
I mean, it's sanitized, so I don't know what you're on about.
Goodbye, Miss Swanborough. Perhaps we'll talk again.
And the next one, I think, is where Nurse Crane was. Or is, because I let her live. Hello, Nurse Crane.
Welcome back, Jonathan. Do you need anything?
Sorry, dropped some chocolate.
How are things going in the dispensary?
The dispensary is fine, but the situation in the streets is getting worse. Remember those men who attacked us the first time you came here?
Yes. Have they threatened you?
No, but I heard they now patrol the district every night. I even heard they chase out the sick families.
Show me what you have in stock, please.
I might as well stock up on the blue stuff, because I think they're hard to find. Right, now how many good trigger parts do I have? Just 2, I think. Not good handle parts, yeah, 2. Hello. Strange formula. Blood samples. Come on, ASMR chocolate dropping. I mean, I treated myself to a big chocolate box, and I'm hungry, so it's a win-win. Not exactly the best streamer, because I always get hungry. But, you know. I seem to have peaked at 3 viewers. I know two of you. You're hungry anything you do. I mean, yeah, I'm always hungry, there is that. But can you blame me? Food. Like, food is food.
Good evening, Xiaoshu.
Wang Shanghao,
Says
Dr.
three to
Reed.
me.
It's good to see you again.
What are you doing with your time, now that you're back in Whitechapel?
I've decided to help the poor and sick of the neighborhood by handing out medicine.
That's very charitable of you. But why do it at night?
I've noticed that the most desperate people tend to go out after dark. Hence my presence, to help them when I can.
Real question is, when are you not hungry, girl? When I'm asleep.
Giving out medicine? How can you afford to do that?
I am a rich widow, Dr. Reed. My departed husband left me enough money to last the rest of my life. I can spend some on those who don't have any.
Oh, that's so nice of her.
Why don't you move to a better neighborhood?
I thought about it, I confess. To go back to the same empty home every day still hurts me a lot.
Why stay here then?
I am a woman of habit, Dr. Reed. And for now, I am happier being useful in a familiar place than I would be anywhere else.
You probably dream of food. Actually, I don't. I dream of like flying and vampires and anything completely random and magic and shit that is completely insane. Because I always know I'm dreaming, so I can lucid dream. It's great. My controller's just disconnected. Hang on. There we go.
How is the sanitary situation evolving in Whitechapel these days?
My only relief is that my Matthew died before seeing the madness that approaches. I'm afraid we won't survive this trial, Dr. Reed.
Nah, you'll be fine.
Do you still think about your departed husband?
Of course I do. I'll never forget my beloved Matthew, but how do I put it? Now I miss him more than I want him back.
I know what you mean.
That's weird.
And I think it means you're getting better.
Maybe death will take me the way it took Matthew. Without warning and without mercy. But until then, I live on.
How do you feel now that you're back in Whitechapel?
I've decided to follow your advice, sir. I won't forget the dead, but my efforts will be for the living.
I've no doubt. That is a wise and useful attitude in this part of town.
To be completely honest with you, I'm also doing this for myself. If I'm destined to survive this epidemic, I need my life to have some purpose.
She's 3,000 XP. Oh, that social circle's pretty interesting. Does Cardigan have any? Of course he doesn't. Why would he? Oh, there's no hints. Go.
Goodbye for now.
Right, well I need to upgrade some stuff. And then sleep. I'm kind of craving my crisps, but I really don't want to start crunching over stream. I don't want to just sit there quiet for like half an hour either. There we go. Yeah, I need one more for that. But if I look at my guns, I think the shotgun's gonna be my best bet. Oh, I could go and, yeah, decrease your loading time because it's ridiculous. Yeah, that's half the loading time. Ooh. Switch to fire damage, best used against beasts and vampires. Ooh, that's a nice one. Best used against humans, chemical damage. Or I could just go to base 387 damage. I don't know. Yeah, I'll go that one anyway, 'cause it's the only thing I have. There we go, I now have a shotgun that does 387 damage. There's 100. Yeah, that does 160. 82. There we go. Now let's upgrade some stuff. Quickly put my chocolate box on the floor because my knees are hurting again. I have chocolate and cupcakes and biscuits and crisps all over. Right. I wanted to increase what? I think I wanted to increase my healing, didn't I? Trade the instant health gain for a great regeneration. Or more blood to heal yourself instantly and gain an additional boost on your health regeneration. Oh, I don't know. Oh yeah, I'll go that one. Worth it. How much is that? That is 3,000 and I need to be level 20. Okay. Nice knowing you. And I need to upgrade this, didn't I? Shadow explosion has increased range and damage. Ooh, that's nice. Shadows will pool in a single place. All types in this area are struck constantly by slithers of darkness, causing them to bleed. The vampires will directly absorb blood from the wounds. Ooh, that one's good. It's 3,000, so I have to wait for that one. But I can either do 400 shadow damage or 30 shadow damage and gain blood. Except that does 4 meters and that does... Yeah, I'm gonna go along that route. I need to increase this at all. Cost none? What? You drain your stamina to fade into the shadows and become invisible to most enemies. Moving in this state will drain more stamina. Fog sticks to you and you're not able to dodge. What's this one? Cost 10. Plus 150% damage. Oh boy. Drain your stamina to fade in the shadows and become invisible to most enemies. Moving in this state will drain more stamina. Okay, that's tempting. Stamina need the most. So close. What's that one? I think I'll increase my damage and doing bite in combat. Because I bite a lot in combat. I'll increase my healing. There you go, and I'm level 19 now, so it's not as bad. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to get... That's what I meant there, the blood barrier. You create an invisible barrier absorbing direct damage until it fades or is destroyed. Yeah. That's what that dude had. So now I heal better and I bite better. And I need to be one more level and I can get this beautiful thing, which does 950 shadow damage. Hopefully Whitechapel's sanitized now. I guess fucking not, never mind. Oh, come on. Why is my controller doing this again? I just fixed it before. There we go. Fatigue, fatigue, fatigue. So that's 3. Yes, sanitized. Soul gather sanitized. So I need 3 fatigue cures, obviously. Let me do that before I go out, actually. forgot who needed them. I've got a really sharp memory. Joe Barrett and Father Tobias Whitaker. If I had the choice, I'd just kill that priest right now because he does my head in. Just running this mode because it's easier to find them.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many. Even the flu is no match for the Swanborough.
You're a liar. There's Darius, which means they must be along here. I think. I've got no clue where I'm going, do I? I have the directional sense of a brick. That is given. There we go. Oh, they both need it. Okay.
Joe, please. Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? Do you need help, sir?
To be honest, I'd prefer you take a look at my stuff. I'd rather be rich and sick than the contrary.
I don't quite agree, but I won't argue with you. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
Really? Free? Don't take it personally, but charity usually comes at a price. Human nature being what it is.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
You again? What do you want this time?
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peterson?
Keep your medicines for others.
There is a thin line between pride and stupidity, sir. Please, take this medication. You'll feel better.
All right. I'll take it then. It's not like I don't appreciate the gesture.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
What was the other one? Father Tobias Whitaker.
Good evening, Mr. Whitaker.
It's Father Whitaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
Don't you fear getting sick yourself?
Faith gives me all I need, my son. If I must fall, then so be it.
No doubt your faith will prevail, but let me give you some extra protection against the devil's work. Medicine.
Blessed be your generosity, my son.
I have had enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Right. So, they're healing. Now I need to find my way to the West End. Joy! It's Shoshin. This is where I can't get through the barricade or something. I really hope I can. Should be able to.
cannot enter.
No, obviously not. So I have to go the long bloody way around, don't I? Fantastic. So if I head to there.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many. Even the flu is no match for the Swanborough cordial.
Well, someone's a good liar, aren't they? I have a feeling there's going to be enemies soon, so I'm slowing down. Having more stamina is such a godsend. Let's go, beastie boy. Thank you. It takes a lot of blood to heal, but it heals me a lot, so I'm not too bothered. Is that a... I hate how hard it is to get out with their attacks. Thank you. Oh, that does heal me a lot.
This is despicable.
Right, so I need to go that way. But I can take that marker off first. This is where the gate's locked, isn't it? Yeah, thought so. Let's go back this way. Can't wait to run around and open all the gates. No, you won't.
It's a leap! Shit, that leap is fast!
Thank you. So this is going to take a while. Oh yeah, I'll see if this dude down here's got a good handle part, and then I can finally upgrade my weapon. I can't zoom. I have to run. There he is.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Oh, he's got one. Brilliant. I'm off. See ya. Increase damage dealt by 20%. Or decrease stamina consumption. Nah, I'll go with damage. I need 6 good handle parts for that, Jesus. Aluminium parts for the rest of that. Okay. That should do me for now. Oh, there's no rats. To find some later. What's the quickest way? Across the bridge.
I've never seen so many people dying at the same time. Be grateful for his luck instead of taking it as
Which is that one.
We have to stop it! That leads
Was that say? Flying horse. Okay. Oh boy. Let's walk up and talk to this weird bloody guy again.
You must prepare, child, for the earth is bleeding and the harvest is upon us.
Stay away! Whoever you are!
This is no time for petty quarrels, my champion. Can you not hear? The famished queen has awoken.
I am not your champion!
But of course you are, son. As surely as you are the blood of my blood.
I had to kill Mary!
I have known your pain, child. Do not succumb to...
Silence! I dismiss you, now!
The land calls for a champion. All and everyone needs you.
Silence!
I'm tired of all these puppet shows.
This must be the quarantine gate then. Oh boy. I went around there before, but skulls for days. Who's through there? That's interesting.
They want war. I'll show them war!
Whatever this poor woman did, nobody deserves this kind of punishment.
Yeah. Can I even get through there? I can. mean, I can go that way, but I want to go to the closed off area first because there's probably things to get. $22, $24. Take you out first, thank you. Is there anything else, or is this just dead end? Oh, hello. What's in here? Absolutely nothing, I don't think. Apart from 5 shillings. Let's go up this way. Is there going to be a hideout up there or something? Hideout.
It's locked.
It's locked? Really? Well, I know. Don't you think so? And there's a priest. Good lord. I need to open up this gate, actually. Before I do anything. Right, what are you?
It's not human! Freeman shall prevail!
I'm in trouble.
We are here to step back!
Come on. Jesus Christ, that heals me a lot. Oh boy. Where was I going? I need to go around there and open this gate. I know that's what I need to do. Before I even do anything, that's what I'm doing. I can... Well, I'm gonna go this way. Oh, for crying out loud.
It's locked, all right.
Of course it is.
He's dead! He's so fucking fast!
Jesus, that was a one hit. Okay, calm down. Do you mind? Oh, Ashbury's along this way.
So this is where she lives. What a splendid house.
Dr. Reed, welcome. How are you?
As good as one can be, considering the circumstances.
Yes. Death and affliction seem prevailing themes of late. Please, come in. We have much to discuss.
I hope I haven't disturbed you.
Not at all. Actually, I was counting on you visiting me tonight.
How strange, this painting. Beautiful, melancholic, yet with a haunting dignity.
Indeed. A long time ago, a friend asked me to paint this for him. But I kept it in the end.
I did not know you were a painter, my lady.
There are many things you do not know about me, young Ekon.
Please, call me Jonathan.
Please excuse my behavior, Jonathan. I tend to tease my friends when uneasy.
What is bothering you, my lady? Your letter was quite alarming.
We will talk about this in a few minutes. For now, I would like you to tell me about yourself. How have you been since we last met, my friend?
My sister Mary. She was made a vampire in the same way I was. She was the one killing all those people everywhere I went.
Vengeance is a powerful force for those betrayed. Made vampire through careless error. Victims by surprise.
In the end, she implored me to put an end to her misery. But still, I felt I had taken her life twice.
I am so sorry for my accidental cruelty. Had I known your dear Mary was still alive, I would never have sent you to pray for her soul in that church.
There is no need to apologize, my lady. Your words have been most helpful in these difficult times.
Thank you, my friend. If only we could have guided your poor sister through her terrible nightmare.
I swear I did not intend that. If only I had known then how vampires are created.
That is the scientist speaking. In truth, most of us do not know how it really works. Personally, I make sure my prey will not return to haunt me.
What do you mean?
I am merciless, Jonathan. I only feed on the dying, and I make sure they are dead before leaving their remains.
I came to the conclusion that my maker, whoever he might be, must be a powerful vampire. Certainly extremely old.
How have you reached this conclusion?
He is the only immortal I've seen appear in an ethereal form. His voice, his words seemed ancient. It was disturbing.
I am afraid you are right. The simple fact that your blood made Mary such a strong Ekon proves that you must be of ancient lineage.
Ooh.
I felt this power, radiating like an aura every time he appeared.
Most ancestral vampires of England were killed by the Guard of Prewen half a century ago. I wonder who your maker could be.
You have no idea who he could be?
Some of the ancient ones fled England. Some may still be in hiding. All I know is you, my friend, are a pawn in some secret and obscure game of chess.
Well, what else would make a game other than that?
I think I should ask the questions, your ladyship. After all, it was you who invited me to settle this most urgent of matters.
Fair enough, Jonathan. The situation is critical. We do not have the luxury for etiquette.
Please do not misunderstand me. I would be delighted to discuss mundane matters and idle trivialities.
If we survive the dark nights to come, we shall have all the time in the world to speak, you and I. For now, please follow me, Jonathan.
I must say, your house is exquisite.
One of the advantages of living forever is having the time to be selective with one's furnishings. I took the liberty of having tea served.
You can still drink tea.
can't keep it down, but I do so enjoy the aroma. Let us toast to make-believe. And of course, to your health, Jonathan.
And to yours, my lady.
How you know you're British? How did you hurt yourself again? Because I sat up and the wire from my headset pulled down on my ear.
Elizabeth.
So, my lady, why truly did you invite me here?
I've been asked to deliver an official invitation to meet the Ascalon Club.
Who are they? Really?
They are the embodiment of vampire law in Britain. Some say they influence the destiny of the Empire. Some believe they merely protect it.
How many are they?
Only a small number of powerful and deceitful immortals. All of them entangled in a sticky web of shadow cabinets, influencing trade.
Will they fight the guard of Priwen?
I doubt it. Fergal was Lord Redgrave's executioner forever and a day. By defeating that beast, you deprived them of a powerful weapon.
Of course I did, because he was an asshole. Simple as.
Why use you to contact me?
Because they know we are close. The Ascalon Club has many spies. Their main occupation is gathering information, and then deciding how to use it.
Have they threatened you in any way?
Not at all. Their message surprised me at first. But it is only logical, considering the critical situation in London.
Why not ask for your help? Since you are obviously a powerful and influential immortal yourself.
You have to understand that I am invisible to the eyes of Ascalon, for I am a woman. That suits me well, as long as they leave me alone.
Should I trust them?
Of course not. Do not misunderstand me. They can be very useful, but I believe their long-term goals differ from yours.
Why meet them then?
Because nothing truly important can be achieved in this city without their consent. They could be powerful allies in this current situation.
Should I lie to them?
We all lie, Jonathan. It falls to you to choose your behavior. The most important rule is to show them due respect.
Sounds fun.
They have done nothing but impede my investigations since I became known to them. Why would they want to see me now?
I guess they now see you as Ascalon material. They must have found out what happened to your sister. Proof of the potent blood flowing through your veins.
I'm not sure I can accept their invitation. I have seen their handiwork. How Fergal the Beast imposed the club's law.
You have no choice, Jonathan. Even I would not openly defy Lord Redgrave, the chairman of the Ascalon Club.
How powerful is his reach?
The Ascalon Club may be the most influential secret society in England. Not all its members are immortals, but they are all very powerful.
They are not all immortals. How is that?
The club is mainly comprised of political figures who seek the safety and expansion of the Empire. The most loyal are awarded immortality.
Any familiar or famous names?
As the richest, most relentless British tycoon, Aloysius Dawson is considered ideal Ascalon material and has been watched for years.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave? Who is he?
Lord Redgrave is the founder and chairman of the Ascalon Club. Most mortals know him as the Earl of Bristol. He is rich and extremely influential.
Have you met him?
Only on rare occasions, for he never goes outside the club. And women are not awarded membership, even immortals.
How old is he? How long has he been a vampire?
Lord Redgrave claims to be the progeny of William Marshall, the most valiant knight who ever lived. If that is true, he could be very old.
If you are convinced I must meet him, I will heed your advice.
Thank you, Jonathan. I understand your reluctance to brush shoulders with London's vampire elite. But we have no choice.
Is the situation that critical?
Yes. The Guard of Prewen has called for a second great hunt of our kind. And they will stop at nothing to eliminate us.
Will the Guard of Prewen and the Ascalon Club fight each other?
I doubt it. If Prewen really launched a great hunt, I think most of the Ekons I know would flee the country to escape the bloodbath.
I think I saw them kill an Ekon on the way to your house. They seem to have a list with names.
To launch another great hunt, they must have collected intelligence on vampire identities and whereabouts. They are a resourceful lot.
Should we fight back? I will not be hunted down like an animal again.
I admire your courage, Jonathan. But the best way to fight them is to put an end to the epidemic. This is the only way to clear the air.
I mean, if the vampires aren't really going around killing everyone, then what's the point? Everyone just seem like assholes.
What is a great hunt?
The first great hunt was launched about 75 years ago. In just a few nights, the Guard of Prewen located and destroyed most of the old British vampires.
Why start a second one?
Prewen has always seen us immortals as a threat to mankind. My guess is they suspect one or more of us as the cause of the epidemic.
How did you survive the first hunt?
I fled, Jonathan. Like most vampires who survived that slaughter. And I secretly came back when I was sure they had lost my trail.
You should flee then. Leave London, the country even. I have seen the Guard in action. They are merciless.
Your concern warms my heart, Jonathan. But fear not. If the situation gets too dangerous, I shall retreat to my secret Scottish manor. I could hide you in my luggage, if you wish.
Thank you for the offer. I shall keep it in mind, but I have much to do here. There is a question I must ask you. Could Lord Redgrave be my maker?
I doubt it. If Lord Redgrave had made you his progeny, he would not have seemed so surprised when you demonstrated the strength of your lineage.
What is the plan?
The plan is we both try to save this city, you and I. Go to Ascalon, accept their proposition, and use their influence to promote your agenda.
How can I save London?
The epidemic is the priority. You must find its origin and put an end to it. This is the best way to solve the crisis.
Sounds fun.
What will you do?
I still have contacts and old friends in this town. I shall make some inquiries and attempt to learn more of the situation. We need clarity.
Will I ever discover the identity of my maker?
Maybe not, Jonathan. We know for sure you were made by a powerful vampire, but most of those fled England long ago.
Please forgive my bluntness, but I have to ask.
Haven't I already asked that?
Was it you? Did you make me?
Oh, Jonathan. I know you shall always have a gnawing doubt about who made you an immortal, but I swear, I had nothing to do with it.
You have no idea at all? You seem to know so many things about the secrets of the vampire underworld.
Even if I had my suspicions, I would not dare give you a name so soon. All I can say is this. I will make inquiries and keep you informed.
That seems fair.
One day soon, I will have to find the answer to this mystery.
And I shall help you in your research, I promise. For now, you must go to the Ascalon Club and play their game.
Will I see you again at the Pembroke Hospital?
No. You will find me here if you need me. I shall conduct inquiries alone, and we can then share our discoveries.
Will you not visit Pembroke again?
No. I must remain discreet and avoid attracting attention to Pembroke Hospital for the time being.
But how will you sustain yourself.
I shall not, Jonathan. Fear not. I'm used to it.
That doesn't sound very fun.
When will we meet again?
As soon as you meet Lord Redgrave, I suppose. Fear not, my dear. I shall only be a heart's beat away.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I want to thank you for all your support and your help, my lady.
Could you do me a last great favor and call me Elizabeth?
I should be honored, my lady.
Then it is settled. Finally, some good news in these dark hours.
Thank you. I appreciate the advice. I had best prepare myself to meet this Lord Redgrave now.
How thrilling to meet the Earl of Bristol in the flesh, so to speak.
Something tells me you're not very keen on the man.
Don't get me wrong. The gentlemen of the Ascalon Club are honorable, but their attitude and opinions are somewhat antiquated.
I see.
As long as they deny access to female applicants, I will leave them to their antediluvian considerations as to the natural order of things. Jonathan, promise me you'll be careful.
Of course. But why the fear in your voice?
Look at me, Jonathan.
I am.
I mean, really look at me, young Ekon. We may be deceptive by nature, but this heart of mine has always told the truth.
Elizabeth.
Go, my friend. But come back to me soon.
Jonathan loves her, you can tell. And remember guys, for anyone new watching, if you want to help me out, the best possible way to do it is just to hit the follow button.
Stupid beast! Die, beast!
So, time to visit the Ascalon Club.
I love how strong my weapon is now, it's great. Right, now where can I go? Hang on. Why has she got new dialogue available already and so has Swansea? I've just left her house, man. Zoom zoom. My back's killing me. Okay, let's just go steal shit from Lady Ashbury, why not?
It's locked.
Oh, locked. Dracula. To the inspiring Lady Ashbury, there are darknesses in life and there are lights, and you are one of the lights. The light of all lights. Bram Stoker. 4th of August 1897. It's fine, I'm sure she won't mind about a few coins. Yeah. Wow. As if she knew Bram Stoker. Of course she did. The Blood Night Tragedy. Oh, it's a collectible. Let's Only a few of us remain after the shock of the Great Hunt. I was one of them. I remember how the sudden attack of the enemy caught us all by surprise. Blood was shed during those few nights. Some of us who survived chose exile. I don't blame them, but I regret their lack of fortitude. For it is courage we need to protect the interests of the Empire, courage we need to defend the values we stand for. May we all remember that William Marshall himself never lowered his head. My beloved Maker may be long gone now, but his presence is still among us. We keep a few drops of his sacred blood to remind us that we are and what we seek: honour, purity, excellence. I had the privilege of speaking with the knight many times, as his progeny and his friend. He spoke to me of the tear of angels, the holy beverage supposed to appease the inextinguishable hunger we all feel, that he never ceased to search, even without knowing if such an artifact exists. I admire his tenacity, and it is his tenacity, this undefectible belief in something bigger than us, that will make us survive any future great hunt launched by our enemies. Ascalon will be rebuilt, always, for it is an ideal. From the Law of Ascalon by Lord Redgrave.
Hello again, Jonathan. To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
Sorry to disturb you again, but could you spare me a few minutes?
Of course, my dear. Always a pleasure to speak with you.
Concerning your investigation.
Yes?
Are you truly seeking to identify my maker?
I cannot promise you anything, but yes. I am conducting some research of my own.
Do you think we shall ever see better days? Or at least, better nights?
I know not, Jonathan. I have seen some horrid days in my long lifetime. Experience has taught me that one cannot outrun the fates.
When all of this is over, the war and the epidemic, we could leave the city for a while. Travel around Europe, you and I.
Traveling is always so complicated for us poor creatures of the night. But yes, I would be glad to travel the world with you, my dear.
Aww. This controller's doing my nutting right now.
Will you tell me your story one day, Lady Ashbury?
One of them, perhaps. I have had so many lives, Jonathan. Eternity may not be enough to relate them all.
Do you know if the epidemic has affected many people in the West End?
I confess I've been more concerned by events in the East End. The wealthy have more efficient ways of dealing with infection.
But this is no common epidemic.
That is true. I must tell my daughter to stay at home for a few days. But the girl is stubborn and fiercely independent. Much like her mother.
What? Daughter?
Goodbye, Elizabeth.
Let's see what else I can steal from her, shall we? Personal diary. Yes, please. 9th of May 1913. Tonight I went with Mother visiting the sick of the East End. It had been a long time since I went in this sad part of town. To see her talking and listening to those poor people moved me beyond words. She really tries to make a difference, and really tries to help these men and women. She also killed one of them tonight. It happened so quickly I did not even notice she had vanished. But when she reappeared, she looked so much more alive, more vivid. I immediately knew what had just happened. She took her life and I saw nothing. We returned home without a word. If I ever become like her, I won't feed on the dying. I will kill the guilty and the brutes wherever they hide. That can be a downward spiral quicker than you expect. 13th of September 1914. This afternoon, two men tried to corner me in a back alley while I was campaigning for the women's right to vote. I called for help as loud as I could, like Mother told me. I don't know what would have happened if a soldier had not ordered them to leave me alone. He then walked me back home and tried to kiss me. I refused. He did not say a word and left. The whole story made me so sad I was still crying when Mother woke up after the night had come. I told her the whole truth and she held me against her chest. Then we went to the theatre to see Doris Fletcher in her new play. I think I'm a little bit frustrated that Mother did not rush out to make them all pay. If I were a vampire, I would not be that merciful. Oh god, here we go. 15th September. We had a terrible argument with Mother last night, as she refused once again to turn me into an immortal. When I reminded her of what had happened to me in that street with those two men, and how things would have been different if I had been like her, or if they had carried weapons, she simply smiled and told me that to be part of this world meant to be ready to face it. I'm not sure I understand what she means, but it drives me crazy. I left home in the middle of the night to see Emily at her house, and I spent the whole day there. Maybe it's time for me to leave Mother's house and live my life. Just like Emily. I love Mother so much, but it frustrates me so when she refuses to talk about my conversion. 17th of February 1915. Tonight I'm as sad as I am excited, for I'm about to leave this house for good. Mother has agreed to let me have my own flat in the West End, as long as it is not too far from her house. I had to promise her I would be very careful. I told her how much I love her, and she told me she was proud of me. I understand now that she only wants me to be as strong and independent as she is. I must admit I'm very thankful for all she taught me through these years. She made the woman I am today. Now it's time for me to choose where to go from here. Whatever I'm going to do with my life, it's up to me. All I know is this. If I ever choose to become an immortal, I will not involve my mother in my choice, but this is my life and I'm responsible for my actions. Interesting. I mean, obviously she's adopted. Immortals can't have kids. At least, I don't think immortals and humans can have kids, so I don't know. Oh, the Escalon Club's down there. Reed's Mansion. Oh. I want to go there. I want to go see if Mother's there.
Fuck, he's dead!
Oh, bollocks. A rogue Volcod. I'll let you two battle that out. He looks like he hurts. I'll take on winner because loser ain't worth my time. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it didn't last long anyway. Nah, he just thick. I mean, he a thick boy. Right, now where am I going? Zoom, zoom. Blood. Oh, that doesn't sound fun. 26! Ill-formed dazzled skull. I like how there's ill-formed ones now. Right? So he's strong against blood and melee. Why can I not move? Can I move now? Thank you.
That was the vampire I saw earlier. This war takes no prisoners.
She sounds horrible. Jesus. Can I even get to Reed's mansion from here? Yeah. Sounds like she's never stopped vomiting. Yeah, that generally is what she sounds like. Oh boy! Do I attempt that? Why not?
We can deal with this vermin.
Goodbye.
Killing's all you deserve. Put an end to you.
Oh Jesus! I ran out of stamina. Bollocks. I'm not telling that with my severe lack of blood then. That gate shut. Yeah. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
What's up here then? Yeah. I want to go home to my mansion. Ill-formed blinker skull. Okie dokie. See how bad this goes, shall we? That was bullshit. Nullified? I don't like this area. Jesus Christ. Damn it. This is an ouchie area. Yeah, it really is an ouchie area. Everything's just like, fuck you. I might end the stream soon because my chest is really starting to hurt. Is there an easy way? Oh, my home's over there. Maybe I can go round. Oh, get stuffed.
Fight for this!
West End, there we go.
The Ascalon Club. The heart of British Vampire Society. Not quite as subtle as I expected.
Between men and women.
Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young Ekons. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte. What do you think about this part of town?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like home. You grew up in this part of town too, did you not?
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time? That you could have met her in a dark alley at night?
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Her fangs on your neck. Oh, are you blushing, Dr. Reed?
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individualism for my taste. Even when there was no epidemic.
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the selfish and filthy rich.
I suppose you're right. But society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
Something about her I don't like.
What are you doing out here?
You mean, what do I do outside at night, since I am a woman? Let me ask you a question,
That's
sir.
not what I asked.
Would you ask the same question of a man?
Actually, yes. I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
Are you a suffragette, then? Oh, you really are Elizabeth's girl. Without a doubt.
All adult women have the right to vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But women here can't vote unless they are property owners.
No need to convince me, Miss Charlotte. I have shared your opinion for a long time. Even before I met Emmeline Pankhurst.
Really? Oh. Now I see why my mother appreciates you so much. Too bad there aren't more men like you in the vicinity.
How are the locals reacting to your claims?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town. That's how progressive they are. If this happens, Emily and I will blow it up.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady. And who is this Emily?
She is my best friend, and a suffragette too. She was supposed to campaign with me tonight, but hasn't turned up.
Have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in... well, she got interested in vampires. I'm afraid she might be in trouble.
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us, didn't you? Despite your mother's warning. I think I should try to find your friend.
Oh, that would be top-notch. I can tell you where she might have gone. You have my thanks, Dr. Reed. And please, don't tell my mother.
Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
Who are your real parents?
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and has taken care of me all my life. I have no idea who my progenitors are or were.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see? And one day, I'll have my death to face.
Yeah, I haven't heard Top Notch in a while either. For crying out loud. This controller's starting to annoy me now. I don't know why it's doing it. I have to check the connector again.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me, and I have lived with her ever since.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16, though I suspected the truth for a long time before that.
What exactly has your mother told you about me?
Your name and profession, obviously, and the mystery about your maker. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your sister, sir. Mother says it was not your fault.
Does it not scare you to know what I am? What your mother is?
Why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reed? Or you?
Perhaps it's wise for a mortal never to totally trust a vampire. Your mother herself told me that we Ekon are creatures of deception. Maybe it's because we seem so alive.
That may be true for a naive girl, but I have the best teacher when it comes to getting rid of an insistent immortal.
Your mother is not like any other vampire I've met.
I believe she thinks the same about you, Dr. Reed.
Oh, wow.
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted others before me. If so, where are they buried? How was it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
Your mother has refused to turn you into a vampire. Tell me more about it.
Each time we argue, Mother expresses the same fear. She wants me to remain alive and full of joy, rather than become melancholy and immortal. She claims you can't have one without the other. It's pure selfishness.
Your mother has walked this earth for much longer than you or I. She is wise, and we should not ignore her advice when we disagree with it.
But why shouldn't I be allowed to forge my own experience? There can't be only one righteous way to deal with eternity.
It's your mother's choice. As daughters and sons, we have to accept the decisions our parents make for us despite our own wishes.
You sure about
I
that?
love my mother and have accepted everything from her. Even that she named me Charlotte when it was not my original name.
Does it bother you?
No. Whoever I was when I was born, I am now Charlotte Ashbury. It hurts as much as it makes me proud to know that's the name my mother will read on my tombstone.
I wish you could turn her, because that'd be pretty funny.
Why do you still hope to become a vampire in spite of your mother's refusal?
It's the immortal aspect of vampires that interests me. The world won't improve unless women take charge. I'm convinced of that.
You're
That's
obviously
why I
a
don't like
clever
her.
woman with a good education and a brilliant future. But have you thought about the price you'd have to pay? The loneliness, the necessary masquerade.
Is it not true of every high position? To change this world and make it a better place, one needs time on one's side.
Tell me, Charlotte, how do you plan to achieve eternal life, since you've obviously given it a lot of thought?
I won't give up. You have no idea how determined I am, sir. I may contract a deadly disease. I may throw myself under a carriage, just to be saved by her sweet kiss.
That's a disturbing answer, young lady. And the worst part of it is, I know you speak the truth.
There are less dangerous ways, Doctor. Instead of throwing myself under a horse like Emily Davison, I could just throw myself into your arms.
Wow.
Be careful what you wish for, young lady. I could gaze at you right now and then take you to a shady corner and have my way with you. And leave your carcass to the rats.
You wouldn't dare.
That's not where I was
My
expecting
mother
that
would
to
know.
go.
She'd never forgive you.
How could she suspect me? Do you know how many vampires are lurking in the city tonight as we speak? Vampires with a worse sense of humor than mine.
Oh, my God. For one second, I thought you actually... Excellent, Dr. Reed. Very convincing.
That was definitely not where I thought that line was going.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Where's home?
Remember, don't let any strangers come into your house.
Is that the Reed Mansion? It is. Old letter. Reed Mansion, 8th of March 1908. My dear Avery, as I already told you several days ago, I may be forced to leave England, if only for a few months. While I'm away, and until my son comes back to London, I want you to take the best care of our house. I already made the entire necessary arrangements to have your wages increased and paid as long as you'll work. You promised me you'd protect my dear wife, and serve her to the best of your ability. For that, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. If I'm never to return, you are the only man I fully trust. Believe me, your most affectionate friend, Aubrey Reed.
Good evening, Avery.
Mr. Jonathan? I can't believe my own eyes. Oh, it's a miracle. We all thought you were... Oh, sir, your poor sister. What a tragedy.
I know, Avery. I know about my sister's murder.
Miss Reed expected you to return to assist with the funeral, right up until the last minute. Where have you been, Mr. Jonathan? We needed you here.
How is my mother?
Not well, I'm afraid, sir. Miss Reed is very fragile since the police brought her back home.
The police? What happened?
Miss Reed was found walking in the streets. She kept saying she had spoken with her son and daughter. She's resting now.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Has she received appropriate medical care?
I'm taking care of Miss Reed myself. Hospitals are so overwhelmed by the epidemic that they can only accept patients infected by influenza.
Perhaps we could arrange a short trip. Somewhere sunny, like France. She has always been very fond of France. I think leaving London could do her good.
I'm afraid Miss Reed is too frail for the moment. Recently, she started going out at night without remembering it. I have to watch her carefully.
What is the situation in this part of town?
For a time, the West End seemed spared by the epidemic. But the situation is getting much worse.
Have you no relatives anywhere? I'll understand if you want to take a few days to see family.
Your father managed to guarantee my earnings as long as I take care of this house, sir. My sisters are dead, and I've never met my nephews. I'll stay, sir.
I'm sorry I could not be here for Mary's funeral.
Your mother was strong, sir, but your support would have been appreciated. Apart from the priest and I, no one else attended your sister's funeral.
To be present at the funeral with you both was my dearest wish, Avery. But I'm sorry, I simply could not attend.
I would not dare to question your absence, Mr. Jonathan. All I can say is that we missed you a great deal during these difficult days.
Tell me the truth, Avery. Do you feel forced to stay here? Would you leave this house without the arrangement made by my father?
No, sir. I have nowhere else to go. And I promised your father I'd take care of his family as long as I live.
This house is dead, Avery. There is a curse on this family. You really should consider leaving.
If only you could have been here sooner or more often. Maybe this house would not be that empty. But you're here now, sir. So my task is not over.
You have served this family extremely well, Avery. Your support during these terrible times is much appreciated.
Then I will stay. All I ask is that you take care of my own funeral if I die before the end of the epidemic. No mass grave, please, sir.
I think, oh, he's so sweet. He's 4,000 experience.
Do you really think I don't take enough care of my mother, Avery?
Yes, I do, Mr. Jonathan.
You clearly have something more to say. Speak your mind, Avery.
I know you work hard to help the sick, but what will you do once the epidemic is over?
My home is here, and I have nowhere else to go. But this house will need some improvements if I move here. Some radical changes.
That's good news. Whatever changes you have in mind, I'm sure we will find an arrangement that suits your mother also.
Goodbye, Avery. Please watch over my mother until I return.
Of course, Mr. Jonathan. But please return as soon as possible.
I want to go speak to Mother. Where is Mother anyway? Freckled banana. How are you? How are you enjoying the game at the same spot? I'm really enjoying it, to be honest. I find it really fun, but then again, I love vampire stuff, so might be a little bit biased. Love your name, by the way. It's really fun.
Mother, good evening.
Jonathan! Is it you? Where have you been, my prodigal son?
I'm right here, Mother. I'm finally home.
Yes, for this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and now found. But where is your sister? Where is Mary?
Mary? She is gone, Mother.
I know she's gone. The question is, when will she return as you have? I miss my grandson so much. It's been days since their last visit.
Thank you, and yeah, I can't tell if it's an insult or just trying to be funny, so yeah.
Mother, do you know what's been going on in this area?
Not really. I don't go out much due to the epidemic, and when I do, I tend to get lost.
What do you mean you get lost? I hope you don't go outside alone.
Of course not. When I go out, your father always comes with me, but he leaves me there sometimes, and I have trouble finding the way back.
It's the comment you put after the thank you, because when I first started up Twitch, I had someone create like 4 different accounts just to try and... Yeah, I thought it was trying to be funny. It's just, when I first started Twitch, someone created like 3-4 different accounts and completely ruined my first stream, so... At least ruined half of it.
Have you returned to Whitechapel Cemetery since Mary's funeral?
Took so long to edit out.
I never want to go back to that awful place. Wait. I think I went back once. And you were there too. And Mary? No, that can't be true.
It was just a bad dream, Mother.
A nightmare, yes. Mary was so angry. I walked back home alone. If that kind policeman had not called Avery from the station, I don't know what would have happened.
Sorry about that, I meant no offense, I've seen intro like that. Yeah, it's why I changed it so people with only people with verified accounts can comment and follow, because it was a little bit annoying. But it's been fine since then.
Tell me, Mother, how are you? All alone in this big house with only Avery to take care of you.
I'm sad most of the time. Sad that you have left me here alone. Sad that you don't tell me when you come or go.
I'm so sorry, Mother. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I was coming home. I was home. London, the Thames, and then it happened.
What happened, Johnny?
I lost my way. Somewhere between the boat and the house, my life changed completely.
You should have told me, Johnny. I would have understood. You always were a secretive little boy.
Hey, thank you for following, Freckled Banana. I love hearing that sound of my follower notification. It makes me happy. I don't know why. It's the whole notification is a nice sound. It's really pleasing.
Do you need anything, Mother? Can I help you?
I just want you to stay with me, Jonathan. Your room is ready. I asked Avery to make your bed.
I'll stay as long as I can, I promise. Do you need anything else?
Just one thing. Stop staring at me like that. As much as I love you, it breaks my heart to look at those empty and dead eyes.
Do you think Avery is right? Do you think I should take better care of you?
I don't blame you, but you abandoned me, son. A mother should not survive her children. It's unbearable to know you're not here anymore.
I know I have failed you since I returned. I even watched you bury Mary from a distance. From now on, I will protect you. You have my word.
You don't have to apologize to me, Johnny. Do you think I did not notice how much you have changed?
Have I changed that much, Mother? Am I still your son?
You are still, and you'll always be. Despite your pale skin, your bloody eyes, and that echoing sadness in your voice.
I don't have bloody eyes because I haven't killed anyone. Unfollows and follows repeatedly. Yeah, that'd be amusing.
Are you working on a new painting?
Not recently. I have trouble focusing on my subject and my mind quickly drifts. It's the same thing when I try to write poetry.
I recently met a talented painter with an excellent technique. I wish you two could meet. I'm sure you'd like her.
I'd be glad to meet her. What is her name? Is she famous? Is she dead too?
She's not famous, and her name is of no importance. And yes, she is also dead.
The important thing is, I hope you two get along. If she ever fancies meeting your mother, I'd be glad to welcome her into my home.
Wait, so your eyes are not ready if you embrace someone? Yeah, if you embrace one person, the whites of your eyes go red and your iris stays a light colour. The more people you embrace, the darker the red goes. And then when you embrace a lot of people, the whites of your eyes go black and your iris goes red. I think. So I saw a photo somewhere. And also, depending on how many people you embrace, it influences the ending of the game. Which is why I'm not embracing anyone. Makes the game more difficult though.
Why do you say Mary is visiting you, Mother? You know that's impossible.
Why should it be? Are you not standing in front of me right now? Why should it be any different with your sister?
But Mary really is dead, Mother.
Yes. And are you not dead too? Isn't your father dead? And my grandson? And my son-in-law? You're all gone. But you all still visit me from time to time.
Oh my god, I didn't know that. I've embraced 4 people, I think. I think 4 people is alright. You can get the second best ending. If you embrace no one, you get the best. If you embrace a few, you get the second best. And if you embrace loads, you get what's classified as the worst.
But I'm not dead, Mother. I'm really here, talking to you, trying not to cry.
Oh, it breaks my heart to have to tell you this. But of course you're dead, my darling boy. Just look at you, as pale as my Mary.
Thanks, that's so cool. Yeah, it is pretty cool. I like how they've managed to do that.
Goodbye, Mother. Try to rest now.
Goodbye, son. Please come back soon.
Do you need healing at all? Oh. Where do I go? Bollocks. How do I get there? Damn it, how do I get around there? There we go.
Your father and I have spoken about your fiancé, Mary. We believe he'll be an honorable husband for you. We'll set a date for the marriage then. That way, I'm sure one of my children will give me grandchildren.
Think she's as nutty as a fruitcake.
I understand your thirst for knowledge, Jonathan, and your father and I are proud of it. But you are not that young anymore, my son. When will I meet your soulmate? You can ascribe my romantic tendencies to my French origins if you want, Aubrey. but I'll never cease to believe in a match made in heaven, my beloved.
Yeah, she's nutty.
I really wish you could meet her, Mother. You would love her.
Oh, I can jump down there, okay. Is this my room? Yeah, it is. Yeah, as you can see, like, my eyes haven't changed at all. So I still look human. Small key, where the hell does that go? Actually, who needs what? Still haven't met a lot of people there. Sanitized, sanitized. That should be sanitized when I sleep. That's gonna be annoying to meet everyone. I can't go in there.
Hello again, Mother.
Jonathan, back already? Good, good. I was just about to go outside to find you. You shouldn't stay away for so long.
Someone took a sip out of the cuckoo fountain. Yeah.
Do you really see Mary and Father? Do you also see me as one of the dead?
Yes. For many years, it was just a game. Since your father left us without a word, I took to the habit of speaking to him.
Yes, I remember. I sometimes spied on you and listened to you talking with Father in the garden. It made me so angry then. But it was just a game, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. But since then, my poor dead Mary visited me in my room. She led me to her grave, and there you were. I now know the dead can haunt us.
Yeah, she's a little bit cuckoo.
I'm so sorry. You did not deserve to endure this. Mary should never have done this to you.
That's true, my son. But you know what the worst part is? I liked it when Mary spoke in my head. Now she is silent, and it makes me so sad.
Should I leave you alone?
Wait, what? What was that?
Just ask, and I swear you'll never hear from me again.
Oh no, Johnny. You're always welcome in this house.
I can mesmerize
and one
her?
day,
What?
when I finally die, we'll all be together again. Just as Mary promised us.
You can kill your own mother? Why? She's a level 1 and 1000 XP. It's ridiculous.
Goodbye, Mother. Try to rest now.
Goodbye, son. Please come back soon. Mary? Oh, my dear daughter.
I'm gonna head back out. Wait, what's... I need to look around for people, don't I? Calhoun shop.
Good evening, sir. Please forgive me for disturbing you. I'm a doctor.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit, it's good to receive a warm welcome for once. I'm Jonathan Reed.
Welcome, Dr. Reed. Welcome to my humble shop.
How is the situation in this part of town?
Life is good and peaceful. We're lucky to live in such an era of progress and wonders.
Are you not concerned about the epidemic?
Oh, I'm sure the authorities would take the appropriate measure if the danger were that high.
You cannot expect the newspapers to expose the truth while the war is still raging. I can assure you that the situation here is desperate.
Well, that's news then. But I can't believe that things are that bad. Are you sure you're not exaggerating a bit? For the thrill of it?
Why does he sound like someone out of Fable?
What can you tell me about this place?
I recently found the best steak and kidney pie in the city. I'd be glad to share the address if you want.
Finding a good restaurant? Is that really all that interests you?
Oh, I have many passions, but nothing brings me ecstasy like subtle and exquisite flavors from my teeth to my belly.
He sounds so weird.
I must confess, I have quite specific tastes when it comes to nutrition.
Really? Well, I'm always happy to try new exotic meals. If you ever find an intriguing table, please share the address.
He's healthy.
Is it not a little too late to be trading?
On the contrary, it is the perfect hour. Believe me, my friend, it is always at night that you meet the most fascinating characters.
I was about to say, almost sounds like Mark Hamill's Joker. Oh my god, yes he does.
But what about the epidemic? The bombs and raids? And all the random violence?
Please, sir, this is London, England. We will prevail. And if a bomb must fall on my shop, then I'll be there to hear it falling.
I can't unsee that now. All I can see is the Joker like dancing about and going, wah! That's ridiculous. It's so funny.
So you prefer to work at night?
Oh, I also enjoy a sunny day like everybody else. But the night always has a certain je ne sais quoi of its own.
Je ne sais quoi? I don't know what that means.
Do you have any family nearby?
Not since my parents died. I'm London's lone gourmet.
Really? But you seem to be such a pleasant and sociable fellow.
I'm afraid the real hedonist has to be sometimes. I discovered ecstasy as a solitary pleasure, but it does not mean it can't ever be shared.
He still sounds like someone that'd be in a Fable game, like someone who'd attend Reaver's mansion.
What a strange title.
I used that name in my early years when I was a food critic, and I kept it.
He's a level 5, Jesus. It explains why he's got such tasty blood.
I may have a look at your goods, Mr.
It's the accent. Yeah, it definitely is the accent. There we go. Might as well buy 2 of them as well. And now I'm completely out of money. Recycle, recycle, recycled. Oh, they can all be recycled, so... Can I not steal anything from him? No, that's locked. Posh, old-fashioned, unlike Bowerston people more higher up, like you said, someone attending Reaver's events. It's Charlotte. I think the Temple District is down here. I don't know. So I know I need to find that pure water. But I've got no clue where it is. It'll be around here. I really want that Life is Unstrange achievement. Please tell me I can open this gate now. Oh, thank God. Well, this is Whitechapel. It's Finsbury Gate. I wonder. Let's be around this end then. Is it this way? I don't want to go to Ascalon Club yet.
It could be someone you know.
Can't continue like this.
Is she okay? I think she might be loonier than Mother.
Good evening, miss. Can I help you? I'm a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I am Karina Billow. I don't need any doctor. The rats. Where are the rats?
Miss, you don't seem well at all. Are you afraid of rats? Has one bitten you?
No, it's me who bites them. Tasty, juicy, disgusting rats. I can't stop eating them. Help me, please. Help me to disobey the voice.
What happened to you?
The rats. The answer hides in their little crunchy bones. Their juicy, tiny brains.
Miss Billow, please, try to concentrate. Why do you worry about rats so much?
The voice in my head. He forces me to do so. Drink their blood, he said. Eat their flesh.
Everyone's took a sip, it seems. I think she's took more than a sip from the cuckoo well.
Do you feel compelled to obey that voice, Miss Billow? Even if you're loath to submit to it?
Yes. Please. Help.
Oh, for God's sake, controller's gone again. It's every time it's every time the mouse moves.
Tell me about the voice in your head. Who is it?
She's not a vampire because I
Can
can
you
embrace
describe
her.
Is it someone you know? Someone you met?
Keep your mouth shut, he said. Don't ever speak about me or I'll abandon you. Help me, please, Doctor.
Okay then.
What is the local news hereabouts, Miss Billow?
Shadows. Shadows hunting shadows. Whispers in the dark. Pestilence. Suffering. Death.
Tell me about yourself, Miss Billow. What do you do for a living?
Oh, I'm hungry. Need to eat. Have you got something for me? Blood, perhaps? Can you give me blood, Dr. Reed?
Don't you remember who you are, miss? What you did for work?
I was strong, proud. I campaigned for good causes. But that was before. Before. It does not matter anymore. I'm so hungry.
Yeah, I was thinking she's just loopy. She went apple bobbing in the fountain. It pretty seems like it, doesn't it?
I must go now. Goodbye, Miss Billow.
It's funny that you mentioned fountain and there's a fountain right there. Now where am I going? Is that the docks? It is the docks. No thanks. It's sanitized, so I can leave that be. Interesting. Oh, hello. Can I get in there? Or is she going to be a high mesmerized level?
Hello? Is anyone there?
Jonathan, is that you? I did not know you were back
Venus.
in London. Oh, my dear Johnny. I'm so sorry for your loss. Mary was such a sweetheart.
Thank you, Venus. May I come in?
I was going to bed, actually.
Yeah, that mesmerized level 4.
Forgive me. With the epidemic, I tend to forget people are supposed to sleep at night.
I'll tell you what. Come back tomorrow for tea. I'll be glad to see you then.
How unfortunate for her. Or for crying out loud. My controller works fine until I sit backwards. But I can't sit forwards because the back of my neck hurts and the top of my spine hurts. And Dr. Reed walks in and says he's joining her. Yeah, that'd be funny if that was an option, but vampires can't really come in unless they're invited, so that kind of knocks that out of the way. Like I'm just rummaging through the bins.
Good evening, sir. May I have your attention, please?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your oldest friend?
Clarence. Clarence Crossley. How are you? My God. So you survived the war too. So sorry I didn't recognize you at first.
I almost didn't recognize you either. War does that to men, I heard. In my case, it was true, for I witnessed the horror that lies underneath.
Oh, I could mesmerize him.
When did you escape the war and return to London?
You know what's funny? I almost never think about the war. Not anymore. I'm involved in another kind of battle now.
Oh, he's got a migraine. Bollocks, I need to treat stuff.
I know what you mean. I haven't had much time to think about the war either since my return.
Of course. With the epidemic, I bet you've been busy as well. Forgive me, Johnny, I didn't want to sound selfish.
I keep getting cold and I keep getting hot and my chest hurts and... oh, God.
What is this new battle?
Well, I saw terrible things during the war. Horrors I thought I'd forget. They're here too. They're everywhere. Vampires.
Okay then.
How is your wife, Venus?
We've spent so much time away from each other, and so many things have happened.
But you're alive. You returned in one piece, and you have a family. How many soldiers can say the same?
Believe me, it's not quite that simple. Unlike you, I'm not the man I used to be.
Is everything all right at home? Surely Venus was relieved to see you return from France in one piece.
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny? Venus fears for our family reputation. Now her husband has become the village idiot.
The village idiot? What? How are you the village idiot?
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
I was still looking for stuff, wasn't I? Warning leaflet. West Enders must unite. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them control you. They are amongst us. They lust after your soul. Vampires are real. Defend your community. This public warning leaflet has been financed and distributed by Mr. C. Crossley. For more information, please contact him directly and attend his next public lecture. Interesting.
Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
Tell me what you have discovered about vampires, Clarence.
They've always been here. And if you search for long enough, you realize others know about these devils too. I'm not alone.
Have you shared your research with anybody else?
No. But I've published my leaflets all across the city, hoping that someday someone will realize I'm printing the truth.
What do you mean you're not alone? Who have you met?
The Guard of Prewin. The Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole. Ichabod Throgmorton. Those names always pop up when you dig deep enough.
Have you spoken with any of them?
No. With the quarantine, it's almost impossible to leave the West End. But as a doctor, maybe you could, Johnny.
Are you asking me to help you prove the existence of vampires, Clarence?
Yes, Johnny. Please, gather all the information you can find about vampires and bring it to me. You're the only friend I have left. I need you.
New investigation.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
So I need to create a migraine cure. Okay then. I don't really want to go to Ascalon just yet. Oh, I think I might be around here now. Temple Garden District. I think this is where it is. I don't know where. That's right over there, so I don't think so. Actually, I need you.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Is that where I think it is?
Despicable. I cannot enter.
Nope, never mind. I wonder. Can't seem to find anything now. It's not gonna be around here, is it? Because I know the water's near a shop in the Temple District, that's about it. But I forgot where exactly it is. It's the West End again. I'll look for it while I run around. Instead of just going in the circle. Yeah, I probably just have.
I'm sure Kaloon Russell has no interest in such a conventional menu.
Have I actually got a quest to do that for him? Yeah, I need to actually find an exceptional restaurant for him. Wow. Oh wow, I need to find stuff for him. Where is Emily's house? All the way down there. Ugh, I'll do that in a bit. I don't think I wanted to go down there. Never mind. Bankment sewers. Yeah, I'm not running through there yet. I have a feeling I'm gonna get my ass handed to me 7 ways from sundown going through there, so no. It's her again. Yeah, it's going in like a big circle. Let me go find Emily now then. Dr. Reed starring in Despicable Me. This way I'd have to... I guess that works? I have to go the other side. It seems like I should be able to zoom up there and like jump up, and obviously not. That's the docks. Emily's house is in that corner. So why can't I get to it? Right. I have to... This is a bit annoying. Okay then. That's new. I can't actually do anything. It's weird. Don't know what I have to do there, like, but... I mean, the shop's all over here. It's pretty cool. Is there another way to get to Emily's house then? I doubt it. What I do need to do is open that, but I don't think I can. Hang on. I can go back there. I want to run around and like open stuff and heal people and get all that shit sorted first.
They're all around you.
Women's right to vote is
Thanks for that.
only the first step. Women of all countries unite.
Porcelain in China. Can I open that gate?
It's locked or... Right.
Is that where I can get to Emily's house then? No. It's another gate. With some scars that I do not want to fight. Okay. Nice to know. I'll just slow down when running through here then. There we go. That makes life easier. Maybe it's around here, I don't know. Probably not. This is where the shop's in there, isn't it? Maybe that's it. Oh, I need to help them.
You London vampires are so weak!
Whoa, where the fuck did you come from? Weak, are we? Bollocks. Oh, come on, I just healed. Oh, it was bullshit. Ugh. See, this is the stuff that tempts you to feed on people because the battles just get ridiculous. Oh no! Everyone's respawned. That is not fun. Why is everything respawned? It's not nice. Where was that going? Around there. So I opened there. Is he gonna spawn again?
My domain, young Ekon.
That's bullshit. Oh, come on. Let me dodge. Jesus Christ.
Don't you know better?
I wish it would bloody reload faster.
Your prey is mine now.
This vampire is fucking ridiculous. his fucking blood barrier. It's ridiculous. Whatever that bloody attack is, I know.
Don't you know better?
Oh, there's just fucking blood barrier again.
This is my territory.
Fuck off. That was stupid.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need help, sir?
I think I'm fine. But what happened to my jailer? Be careful. He's as vicious as he is strong.
You don't have to worry about him anymore. What happened here?
I am Tadao Kimura. I was imprisoned by this lunatic for several days. I thought I was going to die here.
You're not going to die now, Mr. Kimura. If you hurry, you should be able to get home safely.
It seems that I owe you my life. You have all my gratitude, Dr. Reed, since it is the most precious thing I possess.
Goodbye, Mr. Kimura. Take care.
The heresy of the pure blood. Pure blood, we know the expression, we heard it in the foul mouth of the heretics and the foreign barbarians. Used it sometimes ourselves, but do we really know what it means? A vampire born from an immortal belly, what a disgusting idea. How would such a creature find its place among the livings? What would be its purpose? Ours is clear, gentlemen. Ascalon is here to protect the Empire and all its citizens. We are the protectors and shepherds, even when sometimes sacrifice a sheep for our sustenance. Whoever will be found guilty of succumbing to the desire of breeding immortal child shall be eradicated. Ew, that's weird.
Fresh water.
There we go.
As long as it's not holy water, I may find some use for it.
And now I need to go and head back and talk to Swansea anyway, so might as well do that and then. What's that? Nope. First off, I'm going back home. Am I gonna go that way? No, I'm gonna go the long way. I love how Reed lives in a mansion. migraine cure. Yeah, I don't know. I think those others might be Ascalon. I don't know. But I need to go cure his migraine, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna go back that way now. I like how right outside the mansion there's that girl like vomiting and exploding and just being an overall mess.
Women die too in this war.
Good evening, old chap.
I won't.
Do you need medical...
It's a little late for visit.
What can I say? I haven't lost my old habits.
I hope we're talking about the...
You need some rest.
Right, now let's head all the way back to Pembroke. God, this is gonna be fun. Oh no, that's a no. Goodbye. Nah, I'm not fighting a beast and an ill-formed dazzled skull. No chance. That's a no from me. Nah-uh. That was just an entire fuck this shit, I'm out. Because no.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
There we go. That large beast can just go die in a hole.
I can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable.
Oh, come on.
Not a good place for a stroll. Don't over there! Let's pin him down!
Oh, come on.
Die, vermin!
I guess this is why the game like sort of rewards you for not embracing citizens then. Because the battles do get a bit ridiculous. How much is it to upgrade my weapon again? 6 good handle parts and I've got 3. I'll talk to Swansea and then I'll see if the dude downstairs has got any good handle parts.
Hello, Jonathan. Back from the city already? How is the situation over there?
Tense, to say the least.
I am sure every obstacle will cede to your relentless determination. In the meantime, can I be of any help?
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave?
Oh, the legendary founder of the Ascalon Club. I'm afraid I cannot help you with that, Jonathan.
So you do know him?
All the Brotherhood knows about him is highly confidential. He is dangerously intimate with the royal family and Britain's inner circles.
Are you afraid of him? Is he that dangerous?
No, but since most ancient vampires were killed or fled England during the Great Hunt of 1850, he may be the oldest British vampire. A myth in the flesh, so to speak.
What can you tell me about the Great Hunt?
A sad story, my dear friend. Tragic, in fact. The Brotherhood was betrayed by some of its most trusted members.
Why was it a tragedy?
Not only did the Guard of Prewen hunt down and kill most ancient vampires of England, they also destroyed or confiscated their possessions. Priceless knowledge was lost in just a few nights.
Tell me about the betrayal.
The founders of the Guard of Prewen stole precious and unique documents and reports from the Brotherhood's library when they left. They used them to identify and locate their next targets.
Did you know that Lady Ashbury is an artist? And rather a good one?
Well, actually, yes. I attended an exhibition of her paintings before the war. Beautiful landscapes and stunning portraits. I wish I had purchased one.
Perhaps we could go to her next exhibition, you and I.
What a beautiful idea, Jonathan. Did you know she told me once she had been a model for famous painters? But she never told me which ones.
I shall return later. Thank you, Edgar.
Now I'll go check for some handle parts and then I'll rest up. I need 3,000 to get something I want, but I should be able to get that at some point easy. Although I'm not killing anyone.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I'd like...
Wise choice.
No, obviously not. But I still do have a lot of stuff to recycle, so...
It's safer here than anywhere else. Here again.
Done.
There we go. It's gonna take a while. A lot of stuff. There we go. That's what kind of upgrade. Full up on them. So I want a light regeneration serum, A light blue serum. Right. So I've got 2,600. What do I want? That's 3,000. That's locked. That's so close. 2,700. Is it this one? 1,000. And I could do that, but I don't really want to. Health. There we go. Blood capacity. There we go. And now the next level of this is unlocked, which I need 3,000 for. Which will be cool. So in theory I need 6,000 to get the levels I want. Fun? Sanitized. Bollocks. How has everyone got ill so quickly? Fatigue, 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 fatigue. So 6 fatigues. Six fatigues and a cold. Right. I'll craft them now. Oh, that the plant's starting to grow. Right. Now that that's done, I'm going to end the stream here because my back is hurting, my spine's hurting, my neck's hurting, my chest hurts when I breathe. And we've done quite a bit. So, and I've got 50 experience left. And I'm starting to lose my will to live with fighting. But, thank you to everyone who's watched. Thank you to everyone who's joined in and joined in with the chat and had a nice conversation. Thank you to Freckled Banana for following. I'll be streaming again tomorrow and it'll be Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets again. So I'll see you then. Goodbye.